Oh. Play some music in the back. Hey. Just seeing what's going on with everybody. Found out how to get my chats on this screen. We're just going live. Sorry that took a little while to get loaded up. But we're here for episode 2 of the Kayvon live show for 2023. We had our first episode last week, doing our second episode this week, and we're gonna do it every week. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to do it today. I'll be honest, had some congestion. It seems like I feel good, I look good, all that. Let me make sure we're live everywhere. I just gotta check. Yeah. Yep, we're live on Facebook. That's for sure. We're live on the page. We're live on the profile. Let's see if we're working on Twitch. Am I live on Twitch? Show me how we're looking on Twitch. Is it just a black screen again? If you're on the line, drop some comments in the chat. I'm just trying to see if my stream's working. My stream is still not working on Twitch. So we gotta figure out what's up with that. We gotta figure out what's up with that. Alright, how about YouTube? How we doing on YouTube? Yep, we're live on YouTube too. Alright, baby. Who we got? Drop me a comment if you're around. Oh, where's my water bottle? Oh, here we go. Just letting it warm up for people to get here. Got some music playing. I can turn this up too. Yeah. Yeah. What we doing? Hey, drop me a chat if you're on the chat. Oh, you know what? I might be looking at the wrong chat thing. All right, hold up. My computer's in nightlight to help me go to sleep. But I can't have it on nightlight during the stream. I guess I'm not gonna sleep well tonight. Nah, I'll sleep fine. I said I sleep fine. Oh, we got more viewers than I thought right now. I see a few viewers online across platforms. Drop me a chat if you're around. Because I see your chats now. I didn't see them before. Drop me a chat if you're around. You know what it is. Hey, you already know what it is. Hey. All right, we got some viewers. All right. This is great. Hey, there were a lot of things that got in the way of me being able to stream today, but we overcame it. We're here, we're alive, and we're almost ready to go. Ready to go, baby. Yep. Yeah. Oh, snap. All right, we got a lot to talk about today now. All right, enough of that. All right, let me turn off this music. Okay, what's going on, everybody? It's good to see y'all, as always. I got y'all put up on the chat. I know we got some people watching across platforms. This is episode 2 of Kayvon Live 2023. And, you know, I really love doing the streaming thing because, like I was telling y'all last week, the live stream allows me to get on here, get in front of the camera, and engage with everybody who's around right now. But it also gives me a chance to not only use this live content as content that's live, but also repurpose it for other types of formats. So short form video, long form video. I'll probably take what I'm saying and write it down and post some text about it, all of that. And that's going to make it a lot of fun. Now, I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to get on the live stream today because I'm a little bit congested. The allergies are kicking my butt this spring. This usually happens to me at the beginning of every spring where, you know, I'm not taking my allergy meds because we just started. And, we just started on the spring, you know, with everything blooming. And so then I just get the, what's it called? Get the Claritin, start taking that, but it takes a few days to kick in. So anyways, not to bore you with all that, but I've been super, congested with all of that. And so that's where I'm at with it. But fortunately, I was able to make it happen today. I was able to show up and do the stream. So here we are. I'm really excited about getting on a stream with you. I see Jay Garvey in the comments on Facebook. What's up, Jay Garvey? Good to see you again, man. Yeah, so we're gonna get into some topics that I wanted to talk about. A lot of stuff on my mind today. A lot of things that are relevant, and so I figured we just get right into those. One of those things is the fact that my quarterback on my team, my football team, the Baltimore Ravens, has requested a trade. Lamar Jackson has requested a trade. This was breaking news today. So for everybody who isn't familiar with what's going on here, let me just bring you up to speed. There's a lot here that I want to unpack that I feel like is really valuable to everybody on the stream, and that's essentially it. So I think, you know, just to back up, I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. So the Baltimore Ravens are my favorite team. I've loved them growing up. I was actually the Baltimore Ravens actually started a month after I was born. I was born on January 2nd, 1996. The Ravens became the Ravens on February 9th, 1996. So I'm like a month older than the Ravens, and we have a very intimate relationship. Not actually, they have no idea who I am probably, but I love the Ravens. And I've been with my Ravens through thick and thin. You know, the years we weren't so good, the years we won Super Bowls, we won 2 of them, and all the other years where we do really well or not quite. But then we drafted Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is, for those who don't know who that is, he is one of the most talented and one of the most unique football players we've ever seen, especially quarterbacks that we've ever seen. And he gets underestimated a lot because he's not like most other players. He's definitely not like most other quarterbacks. He is a quarterback, and the quarterback's job is to basically touch the ball on every single play, and you're either throwing it or you're handing it off. And quarterbacks traditionally have remained in the pocket and just throwing the ball. Some quarterbacks have been better at running with the ball instead of just throwing the ball. But Lamar Jackson is the most talented runner of the football while also being a quarterback. But he's also a really talented passer. He's gotten a lot better as a passer, but he's gotten a lot of criticism over the years because people have called him just a running back, somebody who just runs. They don't give him the credit for how effective he is as a passer. And he's already been an MVP in the league, and he's already had a lot of success in the league. And he's like my age, he may be a year younger, maybe the same year. I think we both graduated high school in the same year, 2014, I think. So anyways, he's extremely talented and extremely hardworking, one of my favorite players in the league. And so it came around time to negotiate his contract and his extension. Usually you get a rookie deal that everybody gets, but then after a certain amount of years, usually within your first 4 years of playing, you can negotiate for a bigger contract. And the best quarterbacks in the league get a huge contract in that first deal. One of my other favorite players, Patrick Mahomes, he's getting like $50 million a year on his 10-year, $500 million contract, and he deserves it. He is incredible. And there are other great quarterbacks like Josh Allen, who are getting, somewhere in the $40 million a year ballpark. And Lamar Jackson believes he should be in that class with the Josh Allens, with the other quarterbacks who are getting that much money per year. So, in the $40 million per year range. But he and the Ravens can't seem to get to an agreement on a deal. And so they've been going back and forth on the deal. They've given him a franchise tag, which means that unless another team wants to pay him more than the Ravens are paying him at the franchise tag, which is like the average of the top 5 highest paid players in your position, that's what you get paid. So I think this year he's set to make like $36 million for a year. Lamar Jackson's looking for more than that per year and more of that guaranteed. And they can't come to a deal. Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens cannot come to an agreement on how much Lamar Jackson should be paid. Now, as a Ravens fan and as a pro player guy, I just want Lamar to get paid. That's my guy. From the Ravens standpoint, I can understand they have a lot of things to think about. I think you need to just pay your quarterback, but I know that they have a lot of things to think about. I think what this has taught me, what this has reminded me, is that it's extremely important to know your worth, show your worth, and negotiate how much you deserve and demand your worth. That's what Lamar Jackson is doing. Lamar Jackson is letting the Ravens know he is worth every penny that he says he's worth. He is worth, whether he wants $40 million a year and a lot more of that guaranteed, a long-term deal, whether he wants more than that or less than that by a higher guarantee, Lamar Jackson is saying, I am worth more than you're willing to pay me. And today he requested a trade to show that there are other people who are willing to pay me more than that. So trade me to one of those teams or watch as one of those teams pays me more than what you're going to pay me, and then you'll lose me. And I think this is so important because a lot of us forget how much we're worth. A lot of us don't realize what we're worth. And the reality is you're worth as much as you think you're worth. If you're being paid something and you're okay with that, that's what you're worth. If you think you should be getting paid more and you can go hit the market and get paid that much more, you're worth that. If you think you're worth more, but nobody on the market is giving you that, and you still think you're worth more, then you better go build your own thing, start your own thing to show that you are worth what you think you're worth, that you are worth what you think you are worth. And if you demonstrate that you're worth that because what you build demonstrates that value, then you're right. If you aren't able to build that thing that shows you're worth what you think you're worth, then you might not be worth what you think you're worth. But you are worth exactly what you think you're worth, and you need to go get that value. I feel like a lot of people don't understand this. A lot of people just allow others tell them what they're worth, or they concede to something that is not up to their value, and to each their own. I say in a lot of cases that's a mistake, and you need to show your worth. And sometimes it takes a while to show your worth. You might say, "Look, I'm worth X amount of dollars over the long term, or I'm worth X amount of dollars over 5 years," but that doesn't mean you're there yet today. But you need to show what your plan is to getting there, and you need to work with whoever that is on the other side of the negotiating, on the other side of the negotiations, on the other side of that table, whether it's an employer, whether it's a manager, whether it's a team, whether it's whoever it might be, a record company, some other company, some sponsor, an advertiser, whoever it is. You need to show them, this is what I'm worth, and here's what we can do to ensure that I am given what I'm worth, and here's the value that I can create so that it's a win-win. I'm going to create more value, or as much value as I'm demanding, to make this worth it. And then you go prove that value. So for Lamar Jackson, that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to prove that value. And look, it's a risk, okay? Because he got one offer that was under what he thought he was worth. He could have signed that and made a lot of money, and he wouldn't have had to worry about this. If he gets injured, he would have had his guarantees. But what he's telling you is, I'm worth more than that. And I'm going to take the risk of waiting to see somebody who is going to pay, of waiting for somebody to pay me what I think I'm worth, and then I'll get my worth. But it's a risk, because if he does get injured, or if he's not truly worth what he thinks he is, then he may get even less than what he thought he did. He may get even less than what he thought he should have gotten. So I think the summary on this, and what this makes me think about, is that you are worth whatever you think you're worth. Demonstrate your worth to the person on the other side of the table by letting them know why you're worth what you're worth, but more importantly, why you're going to create more value for that person or for that entity than they're going to pay you, so that it's a win-win, or that you're going to create as much value for them as they're going to give you, so that it's at least a break even. Show that it's a win-win, show your worth, and then go prove that worth. Understand the risk, but if you're worth what you think you're worth, you got to go and get that worth. That's the Lamar Jackson situation in a nutshell, and what it makes me think about. Which also makes me think about another really cool sports story that I wanted to talk about, which is about March Madness. Now, before I go to that, let me see. I got something. Oh, Jay Garvey in the chat, coming to Washington. Washington State, Washington, D.C. Where you going? I'm in New York City, man. So let me know when you're in New York City, or where you're referring to. If you want me to come to where you're at, you tell me. But I'm also going to go live on Instagram, because I'm live everywhere except Instagram right now. Let me see where we're at. All right, we're going live. Going live on Instagram too. I forgot to do that. All right. Oh, Lamar's going to the Commanders. Oh, no. I mean, at least he stays local. I hope he doesn't go to the Commanders. Hope he stays in Baltimore. But, hey, if the Commanders are going to pay him what he's worth, they're going to pay him what he's worth. But anyways, hey, what's up, everybody? Joining in on Instagram. I've been on all these other platforms for a little while. Got a lot of people joining in on Instagram. I've been on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook for quite some time. Actually, let me put this beat back on. You know, was playing this for a little bit. Hey, Chelena, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I appreciate that. Hearts of Spade, thank you. We're just talking, we just talked about Lamar Jackson and him requesting a trade, and what that means about knowing your worth. And so now I want to get into talking about some of what's going on in the world of sports, and what that makes me think about, how that inspires me, how I think that's transferable to a lot of things, even outside of music and outside of my music. Hey, appreciate you, Tyler. Really means the world. Really means the world. Uh, means the world. Yeah. So let me get into now that we just went into some of the comments. Let me go into the next topic. And for those who want to stick around, we're gonna make beats. We're gonna freestyle. We're gonna do all of that today. But yeah, the other thing the other big story from the week that I've been thinking a lot about is the March Madness tournament. March Madness has been crazy. It's crazy every single year. March Madness is the big basketball tournament, college basketball tournament. They have a men's one and a women's one, and they both have some incredible storylines and all of that. So let's start with Florida Atlantic. Florida Atlantic University is a 9 seed in the March Madness tournament. That means that out of all the 16 teams in their part of the bracket, there's only 16 teams. They were ninth place, so they were the bottom half. And despite being bottom half of their part of the bracket, Florida Atlantic is now in the Final Four. Now, there have been other teams, below the ninth seed who have been to the Final Four. I believe 11 seeds have been to the Final Four in the men's tournament. But the crazy thing about Florida Atlantic is that they're in the Final Four, which means they have one game in the Final Four, and then if they win it, they're in the championship. And if they win that, so if they win 2 more games, then they will become the lowest seed to ever win the March Madness tournament in the men's bracket. I'll say that again. If Florida Atlantic wins 2 more games, they will be the lowest seed to ever win the March Madness men's tournament. The lowest seed to date is an 8 seed Villanova back in 1985. They won it. But if Florida Atlantic does it as a 9 seed, it will be the lowest seed that has ever won the men's March Madness tournament. This is crazy. And I wanted to talk about this because I think it says a lot about underdogs. And I love underdog mentality. I'm sure you all do too. Because the underdog mentality tells you that no matter what anybody says about your worth, about your value, about how they feel about you, no matter what, even if you're not the favorite, you are going to overcome and you are going to win it all. This is really personal for me. I think most people, when they saw that I was making music in grade school growing up, and even now that I'm still making music, it's been all these years, they're all like, is this really going to work? Is this music thing really going to work? I think it's a little bit more obvious now that it's working, but there's still doubters. And there were especially doubters when I didn't get any streams, when I didn't get any comments, when I didn't have any traction, when I didn't have any concerts. And it was like, you're never going to make it. Nobody said, oh yeah, you're the favorite to make this happen. Same with my story in terms of where I grew up. I didn't grow up with a lot. I grew up on the wrong side of the train tracks. I was orphaned at the age of 9. Nobody thought that kid was going to be everything that he wanted to be. I don't want to say nobody. There are people who definitely believe that it could happen. And shout out to all of you who believed in that. But most people look at a kid who's growing up in welfare or as an orphan or however you want to cut it. They look at that kid and they're like, yeah, that kid's probably not going to make it. And if that kid does make it, that kid's an underdog. But as an underdog, we overcome. That's super inspiring. And that's what I think about when I see stories like Florida Atlantic being an underdog. We'll see. They could lose in the Final Four. It's just incredible that they made it this far. And they should be recognized for that. If they make it to the championship, that's also a heck of an accomplishment. If they win the championship, they will be the lowest seed to ever win the March Madness men's tournament. And that is one heck of an underdog story. Already making it this far is an incredible story. Making it all the way is even more special. All right, let me jump back into some comments. Hey, Swizzy, I see you. What's going on, my G? Much love. It's good to see your name pop up on the comments and the streams. I'm also gonna look at Instagram, see what people are saying. Let me scroll back up. Thank you so much, Tyler. Tyler believes I'm going places. I appreciate you, and we're gonna do something about it. We're going all the way. Just another check in for everybody who's tapped into the live stream. I keep talking about this tour. I talk about this tour every single time I get up in front of a camera. And I swear it's probably at this point like, oh man, this guy keeps talking about his tour. When is he actually going to go on tour? I am actually going on tour. Now, this is all informal announcement. I just keep talking about it on my live streams. I'll mention it in some of my posts here and there. But the official announcement, I don't want to give you the date for when the official announcement is coming, but it is coming. It is coming very, very soon. And all I know is there's a ton of cities. And all I know is I'm headlining almost every show, if not every show with the exception of maybe one or two. I'm headlining all of these. And we're going to shut the city down, every city down. And I'm going to see y'all there. And, you know, if your city's not on there, I want to hear from y'all and say, oh, come to my city. Come tour in my city. And I'll come tour in your city. We just got to set it up. And so that's happening. But I don't even know why I said all that. Yeah, I've been really excited about getting the tour set up. Yeah, I don't know why I said. Oh, yeah, because Tyler was saying I'm going places. Definitely going places. I appreciate that. Couldn't do it without all of you. I'm still looking more into the comments. I see Laurent on IG talking about how do I feel about J. Cole's retirement. Huh. Well, this is news to me. First of all, let's do a quick Google search because I'm finding about this in real time. By the way, for those curious about why I care about this, J. Cole is like one of my favorite artists ever. J. Cole's storytelling, J. Cole's everything about J. Cole's career, his story, his own story, his storytelling. There are a lot of parallels with him that I see with me. You know, he didn't really start to blow up till he was 27-ish. I'm 27 right now, and I'm not as big as J. Cole was when he was 27, but I'm getting a lot of that momentum now at this time, similar to kind of how he was getting momentum when he was 27. So that's one thing. But I've been following him since I was like 13, 14 years old. I've been following that guy for like 13 years. So his entire come up, I remember watching it. I remember when he had like 500 followers on Twitter. And I remember him tweeting like, hey, 500 doesn't seem like much, but wanted to thank everybody who's following me on Twitter. That's like 500 followers. I remember seeing that, and now he's huge. And he's hinted at retirement a lot in his songs. You know, I think now he's probably in his late 30s, probably close to 40, which is crazy because, like, first of all, age doesn't really matter to me anymore. A lot of people get hung up on how old you are and stage of life and all that, but I believe that you are as old as you want to be. Matter of fact, let me rephrase that. You are as young as you want to be. You are as old or as young as you want to be. You're as young as you want to be. And J. Cole, whether he's 37 or 27, to me, he's just J. Cole. And same with me. Whether I'm 27 or 37, or whether I was 24, 22, 21, or 17, 18, 20. I've been rapping ever since I was like 5. Obviously, I've changed a lot since I was 5. But regardless of my age, all that matters is, am I putting out dope content, dope music for the people who love it, for the people with whom it resonates, and that's what matters. So I don't care how old you are, as long as you're doing what you love and you're putting energy out there in the world that brings value to whoever that audience is and allows you to pursue whatever it is that is your purpose and your passion, that's what matters. The age doesn't matter. Anyway, that's a tangent. J. Cole is, like I said, J. Cole is one of my favorite rappers ever. And he hints at retirement, and I just see from Laurent's comment over here that he is like retired. So I'm actually going to pull up Google right now and see J. Cole retirement. Let me see. I think it's a lot of speculation. I know they're talking about how he's speculating retirement in one of his new songs with J-Hope. Oh, J-Hope's on BTS? I didn't even know that. So, yeah, man, I mean, let's see. First of all, there's a lot to unpack here, okay? J. Cole retiring would be crazy. Drake has also contemplated retirement. I've been following Drake since he was on MySpace putting out his music. These two are artists who have had a profound impact on my life and on my music and on my artistry. So if they retire, that would be huge. That would be a crazy development. Now, something to think about with music is that even if an artist says that they retire, what really happens is that their career just takes on a new shape. It takes on a new form. For example, Jay-Z retired a long time ago. Retired. Let me pause because I need a sip of water. Excuse me. Sometimes I just get to talking and I forget to drink water. Pretty fire that this has my name on it, right? Excuse me. By the way, keep dropping me stuff like this. Like when Laurent says, oh, how do you think about J. Cole retiring? It sends me into a whole tangent of topics, which I think is really insightful. And I feel like I would be getting bombarded in the comments if y'all felt like this wasn't worth your time. So definitely let me know. But this is crazy. So J. Cole's hinted at retirement. Drake has hinted at retirement. And like I was saying, when an artist says that they're retiring, it really just means that their career is taking a different shape, a different form. Like Jay-Z, he retired back in, what? Wasn't the Black Album supposed to be his last album? And what year was the Black Album? Like 2005? Let me see. Black Album, Jay-Z, yeah. Was it 2005? 2003. Yeah. So, let me just make sure that I'm right on that. Yeah, 2003. So, the Black Album dropped in 2003. And that's when Jay-Z said he was retiring. In 2003, I was 7 years old. Okay? I've listened to a lot of Jay-Z from music that Jay-Z's dropped since 2003. And it's amazing. So, you know, he retired. He came out of retirement. He's still kind of retired, but he still raps a lot. And he still makes great music when he puts it out. Excuse me, apologies. But yeah, these artists, whoever that might, and by the way, Jay-Z is also an icon and a hero of mine, one of my favorite rappers of all time. No matter what era of Jay-Z I'm listening to, I've listened to all of his music, and I'm a huge fan. And it just takes a different shape. So overall, my thoughts on J. Cole or Drake retiring is that, first of all, they should be recognized for the incredible amount of work that they've put in. They should be recognized for how much they've pushed the genre and the culture of hip hop forward. J. Cole and Drake should be recognized for how much they've pushed hip hop forward, how much they've given to not only hip hop, but to music more broadly, how much they've changed the world and changed the lives of their fans, myself included, with everything that they've put out. They have truly pushed music forward. They've pushed the sound forward. They've pushed hip hop forward. They should always be recognized for that, regardless of what steps they take. And my other thought is that they are so great at what they do. They are so important to music at large. They are so important to hip hop that we'll see them again. I find it really hard to believe that they'll never drop a song again, or they won't drop music, or they won't even drop albums. I still think that they will, and it'll be amazing when they do. So for me, it's more of when somebody like J. Cole or Drake says that they're contemplating retirement, and even if they decide that they retire, I think it's more of a timing to pause and reflect on how incredible they've been, how much they've given to all of us, and just appreciate them. And then hope that even if they reduce the amount of music that they put out, that when they do put it out, it'll still be just as special, if not even more special, because we get to appreciate again their brilliance and what they give to us with the music and the content and the art that they share. So that's my thoughts on that. Also, while we're talking about J. Cole, and then I'll wrap that up and get to some of the other things that have come up in the chat. on both or on all the platforms that we're on right now, is that that song that I think inspired this question from Laurent about J. Cole contemplating retirement, it was with J Hope. And I know what I know about the group BTS, and I love listening to BTS. I just like the vibe. I don't know enough about BTS. I need to dive more into BTS. But I obviously love J. Cole, and I know a lot about J. Cole. And I saw the new song alert on Spotify with J. Cole and J. Hope. And so I didn't know who J. Hope was, but I knew who J. Cole was. Now I know J. Hope is one of the members of BTS. But I saw that song, I listened to it. J. Hope is dope. J. Cole is obviously also dope. And J. Cole delivered on the feature. J. Hope delivered on the track. It was an amazing song. My reaction to that song is wow. The way that, first of all, the way that J Hope is able to go into English and Korean and go back and forth, and like I don't know what he's saying in Korean, but it sounds great. And I should translate it to figure out what he's saying, but it's an amazing sound. His flow, his voice, and the beat, his energy. And then J. Cole comes in with one of the most profound verses that I've heard in a long time. And J. Cole does that all the time. You listen to all of his features, no matter what track he's on, he comes in and he just delivers, man. Like on that track, he's talking about how he has a friend, and J. Cole is a man of faith. He's really big on faith, and so he talks about his friend. Who says is like really smart but really stupid at the same time. In J. Cole's words, because he's like, his friend who's really smart doesn't believe that there's a greater being, and J. Cole. I'm not really speaking on my thoughts, but at least to J. Cole, that's like crazy to him, because he's like, when you look at the world and what's happening and what has happened and how incredible the world is and how incredible life is, how could you not believe there's a greater being? Is J. Cole's take. And to him, he's like, why does somebody who's that smart not see that? But it's just a fundamental difference in how they see the world. I found that interesting. And something else that J. Cole talks about in the verse is he talks about his relationship with hip hop and how he can never let it go. And so even though he's contemplating retirement, he can't let go of the idea of making music and giving so much to the game. Actually, I'm gonna pull up some of the lyrics. I think I'll get in trouble if I play the song because of like having rights to it and stuff like that. But I just want to highlight some of the lyrics because it is such a good song. Let me pull up these lyrics. Yeah, it's such a good song. I wish I could play it, but I don't want to get in trouble. Yeah, just give me a sec to just read these real quick. Yeah, so he's talking about when he's talking about the argument between between J. Cole and his friend who doesn't believe in God, and he's just talking about J. Cole says uh, uh, as if the universe ain't enough, as if the volcanoes ain't erupt, as if the birds don't chirp, as if a trillion nerves don't work in the human body, and he keeps going, and it's like, you could say that's science, you could say it's a greater being, whatever. It is incredible. It is just, I think, regardless of the commentary of the actual subject itself, just the way that two people see something like that differently and how it affects J. Cole and how he talks about it here is really cool. But anyways, he talks about, yeah, I just want to just rap some of his lyrics, and I think I can do that, so I'm gonna do that. Let me see. Yeah, he just talks about how he's so deep in rapping, and he doesn't know if he'd ever pick another hobby. If you know J. Cole's story, you know that he studied law, I believe, and that was his path. He was on the path to become a lawyer, and he graduated magna cum laude, and he's a very smart guy. But he was, oh, by the way, he's very talented. He graduated magna cum laude. He was going down the path to be a lawyer. He also was a great basketball player. He actually played professional basketball internationally not too long ago. Like he was doing that the other year actually to follow that dream, and he's a really great basketball player. So he can make music, he can play basketball. He's brilliant. He's intellectual. He's intelligent. He works hard. He can do it all, man. I love this guy. And anyways, but he's talking about how deep he is into rapping and how he could never let it go. It's his hobby. It's something that he loves to do. It's his passion, and he's so good at it. And he talks about he says, "Quotas around with more quotables than what the quota allows. You see a top 10 list, I see a golden corral." It's like, because he's ready to eat all those top 10 rappers. Like he's like, I am the top 10. I'm the best. He says, "And so I shall. But first, I've been honing my style. Quotas around with more quotables than what the quota allows. You see a top 10 list, I see a golden corral." He's brilliant. As the moon jumps over the cow, I contemplate if I should wait to hand over the crown and stick around for a bit longer. I got a strange type of hunger. The more I eat, the more it gets stronger. That's crazy. Stick around for a bit longer. I got a strange type of hunger. The more I eat, the more it gets stronger. So the more he eats, the hungrier he gets. This verse is brilliant. Check out the song. It's amazing. That was a great question. I just went for a long time on a tangent about J. Cole and about the thoughts on retirement and reacting to the song. There's a lot of good content there. I'm gonna jump back into the comments, see what's going on, what people are saying. Drop me some comments if you're on Instagram. I think I'm caught up on everything we talking about. Instagram. Laurent saying I should come to MTL. I don't know what that is, so if you're still around, Laurent, let me know. What is MTL? If somebody else knows, drop in the comments. What does that stand for? Matter of fact. Oh, snap. Matter of fact. Yeah, let's figure out. MTL. Oh, Montreal? I'm down. I'm going to go to Toronto. I'll tell y'all that right now. Just got to figure out the date. Yeah, Abraham talking about J. Cole being the best lyrical rapper ever. Probably true. Yeah. All right. So let me see what's going on in the other comments on other platforms. Rylarian 2014. Yeah, man. That was a while ago, but that was a good time. That was a good time. I'm gonna drink some water, and then I got some other topics. Excuse me, that have been on my mind. And once we get through all of them, we can get into making some music, making some beats, rapping, all that. All right. Oof. I get to talking so much and I forget to drink water, and then I'm so thirsty. Anyways, where we at? Let me look. I keep some notes of like things I want to talk about, and so let me pull those up real quick. Here we go. We talked about Lamar Jackson. Oh, we're talking about storylines. Thank you, Glenn. Appreciate you, boss. Really glad you like the music. Couldn't do it without you. Couldn't do it without anybody tuning in, and I really appreciate the support. Jumping into the next topic. So we talked about Lamar Jackson improving your worth. We talked about Florida Atlantic. We talked about J. Cole. Something else I've been thinking a lot about. And remember, drop stuff in the chat. Drop some comments. Ask me stuff. Tell me what you want to talk about. Just making this fun. We'll eventually get into making some music together before we end the stream. We'll be here for a little bit longer. But the other thing I wanted to talk about, the other person I wanted to talk about, the other story I wanted to talk about, another sports story, Caitlin Clark, Iowa. Caitlin Clark is a college basketball player who plays for Iowa. Caitlin Clark is a women's college basketball player who plays for Iowa. She is, I don't even want to say probably, she is the best college basketball player right now. Caitlin Clark is the best women's college basketball player at this moment. There's other great ones. There's Paige Beckers, who's also amazing. I think she's injured right now. I could be wrong. Caitlin Clark right now is having a moment, though, and she's amazing. Everybody knows that she's amazing who watches women's college basketball. And last night, was it last night? Yes. Last night, Caitlin Clark, this past weekend, Caitlin Clark became the first NCAA college basketball player ever, women or men, to drop a 40-point triple-double in the March Madness tournament. I'll say that again. Caitlin Clark, this past weekend, became the first ever college basketball player, women or men, to have a 40-point triple-double in the March Madness tournament. She made history. And the reason why I love this story so much is because one of the things, if you follow college basketball and sports in general, is that it's super unfair between men and women. Women's sports do not get the attention that they deserve. Women's sports does not get the attention that it deserves. Women athletes do not get paid as much as men athletes. And that is messed up. It's unfair. And it's one of the saddest things about sports. I'm a huge sports fan, but that is one of the saddest things about sports, is the inequality, the gender inequality that exists in sports, professional, college level, all levels. But Caitlin Clark did something that not only has no woman ever done, but no man has ever done. And that's have a 40-point triple-double in the March Madness tournament. Caitlin Clark did that. And I love this story. I love this story so much because what it shows you is that there are people who are breaking barriers. There are people who are overcoming things that are unfair and are carrying really a narrative and a message and a purpose. They're carrying a mission forward with the work that they put in to help push an entire sport forward, push an entire culture and community forward. In this case, it's not only women's basketball, but it's basketball at large, and it's sports at large, because it's showing that this person, Caitlin Clark, is saying, look, you guys, everybody, the world, the sport, the game, however you want to put it, it continues to undervalue women. But it took a woman to do something that nobody's ever done. No woman or man has ever done, to show that women deserve to be paid attention to just as much as men. Not only in sports, not only in basketball, but in every industry, in every space. And I just wanted to talk about that because I'm inspired by it. I love to see what she's doing. And, you know, I'm just a big fan of what Caitlin Clark accomplished. Also, shout out to the other women basketball trailblazers in the game. You know, we talked about Paige Beckers. I think I'm saying her name right. Apologies if I'm not. But she's great. Sabrina Ionescu, who's also great. She's in the WNBA now. She was she was a huge college name. I believe she's the only player with more triple doubles, but only women's player with more triple doubles than Caitlin Clark. I believe they have the most triple doubles in women's basketball. Now Sabrina Ionescu's in the WNBA. Caitlin Clark will be there in no time. You know, Breanna Stewart, I believe, won 4 championships at UConn when she was in college, and she's already won a championship in the WNBA. You got Sue Bird, who's a legend. There's so many. I could go on and on about WNBA stars and women's, and not only WNBA but women's and NCAA as well, basketball, women's NCAA basketball. But just wanted to chat about the Caitlin Clark story and let you all know how inspired I am by that. On Twitch, let me know that it's black on Twitch. Thanks for letting me know. I saw that. I tried something else to debug it on Twitch, but I can't figure out why. So if anybody, can figure that out, let me know. Maybe my streaming settings on Twitch aren't any good. They show up like the previous ones, like after it'll show up, but I have no idea what to do about it. So let me see if I got any chats ever since that monologue talking about uh, talking about Caitlin Clark. Glenn asking me, am I a basketball fan? Huge basketball fan. Uh, all levels, college, uh, professional, men's, women's, high school. Matter of fact, I gotta give a shout out to my boy Mikel. Mikel is y'all should look him up. Mikel Brown Jones. He plays for Florida Gulf Coast right now. Pull up his profile. Uh, I met him when he was in high school. No, I said Florida Gulf Coast. I meant UNCG, University of North Carolina, Greensboro. I always get them mixed up. But Mikel is an incredible human being, and he's a baller. I met him in high school when he was just when he was just a high schooler, and he was playing against my high school, and I love my high school. Our high school was playing against his high school. I was in college at the time, but he was still playing in high school, and he was dominating the game. We got to meet, and he's an incredible human being, and now he's playing at the college level. I love seeing he comes from very humble beginnings, and now he's really blazing a path forward. Mikel is a beast. Mikel grew up in very hard circumstances, came out of that, became one of the best players that his high school had ever seen, then went to go play at IMG, balled out there. Now he's playing at UNCG, UNC, Greensboro, also balling. And that dude is a beast. And so I just love, I love him. I love the sport. I love sports, period. And I just love the storylines. For me, sports are a lot of fun. Games are a lot of fun. Music is a lot of fun. All this stuff is incredible. And it's very entertaining. But to me, what's the most important thing about sports, music, tech, you name it, the most important thing is the story behind it. The stories are what tell you and what teach you lessons that are transferable across all of our lives. And I think that's why we flock to these things. The reason why we flock to sports and music and entertainment and tech and whatever it might be is because the news, sports, entertainment, tech, the news, I could go on and on. I'm like telling you stuff that is important to me. There might be something else to you. Whatever it is that you follow, the reason why we love it deep down is because of the story. The reason why we follow artists and creators and brands is because they build a story. They build something that we can follow as a community around that brand. And I actually think this is a good segue into what I think is I think this is a good segue into something that I really believe in about where we're headed as a world is that, look, AI, a lot of people are talking about AI, artificial intelligence. And the thing with artificial intelligence, and I'll just call it AI, is that it's starting to do a lot of things that used to take us as humans a long time to do. Now it does it right away. Like, for example, I went to Chat GPT, which is like a chat version of this GPT software built by OpenAI that it's like a chat bot. You can ask it pretty much anything and it'll give you a bunch of information right away, really detailed. And depending on how strong your prompts are, how specific your asks are, the more that it tells you. Hold on, I gotta cough and drink some water. Excuse me. Man, I'm telling you, I got congested. I'm doing okay, but I got congested. I'm surprised I'm even doing this stream. It's going a lot better than I expected. Oh man, my lips chapped. I'm pretty chapped. Oh man. Man, when I repurpose some of this content for YouTube or whatever it might be, I hope you can't see the. That's the problem with having a great camera and having a great mic. You can see a little too much. But if y'all can't see that, if it's just me, we'll just stay back here. Bro. Y'all looking at me like this guy's crazy. Y'all definitely can't see it on IG. It's all the way over there. You're using my my camera on my phone. It's a good camera, but not nearly as good as this thing that I got right here for those watching on the desktop. So yeah, man. Hold on. Sorry for the detour. Uh, yeah, y'all like what is going? Y'all are like, yo, let me get out of the stream. What is he doing? What I need is a mirror right here. Anyway, let me put on some lip balm. I'm out of pocket right now. People tuning in like, what are y'all watching? All right. Definitely got to fix that Twitch thing. All right. Here we go. AI. Let's try this again. So AI is artificial intelligence, and it's helping us do things a lot quicker than we could before. For example, the other day I went into ChatGPT and I typed in build a business plan for generating passive income in a successful vending machine business. I typed that in and it started telling me what vending machines to buy, how to stock the vending machine, how much it's going to cost to get me started up, how much profit I'm going to make if I sell out one full restocking. I then asked it to put together a pitch for me to reach out to businesses where I would put my vending machines. And it gave me an entire written out pitch that I could then use with people who have businesses where I could put vending machines. I know that's a pretty random example, pretty specific example, but there are so many. You just type it in, type online, literally go to Chat GPT and type in what you would have typed in the search engines in the, on a normal day, and see how specific it is. When I have questions about, my fitness goals or my workouts, or if there are trade-offs if I do cardio a little bit more than I had originally planned on it when I'm having a certain amount of calories, it tells me, it answers my questions. So it's doing all of these things that AI is doing all of these things that, like I said, it would have taken us a lot longer to do before. You can go and use other AI tools online and do things like type in a prompt, and when you type in that prompt, so you might say, draw me a picture of a lion in the jungle in a photorealistic style, getting to the end of the cliff and looking over the water with a sunset. It will generate that image. Maybe we'll do that right now on the stream so that y'all can see it. I'll share my screen. It will do that just by typing that in. You can say, show me a picture of a goldfish in a pixel art logo swimming around with a bunch of sharks surrounding it. And it will do it. It will just generate it right away. It's called generative AI. Excuse me. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. And before, if you had that idea, you either had to be an artist who could come up with that image or find an artist who could. Now you can literally speak into a prompt and have it generate. Now, this is pretty controversial. This is pretty scary for some people because you might be thinking, oh, wow, well, now what happens to that artist who would have made that picture themselves? Now, do we not need those artists anymore because AI can just do it for us? And here's my take on the whole situation. Here's my take on the situation. AI, my take is AI will not replace humans. But people who use AI are going to surpass humans who do not use AI. That is one piece of it. Humans who use AI will leave everyone behind who does not adopt AI, because you need to use it to scale your output. I can go and say, I'm selling merch, right? And maybe I want to design for my merch. Now, instead of going to find a design or find a designer, I can go and just type in the type of design that I'm looking for, and it'll give me that design and I could put it on the merch. Now my workflow just got way quicker. Excuse me. This congestion is crazy. So it's crazy. But I don't think those artists are getting replaced. I think what's happening is that the people who are going to stand out are the people who can build the strongest brands, the strongest communities, and the strongest relationships around what they're creating, and then use this AI to help them scale their output. So if you're an artist, you should still make great art, but you can advance your art by using some of these tools to add to that art. You can use these tools to help you engage with your customers, your fans, the people who would buy your art at scale. For me as a musician, as a music artist, as an entrepreneur, I can use AI to help me write better copy in the advertising that I'm running, write better content in my captions, where the core idea behind the content is still me. AI is not going to be able to just take over my persona without any input from me. But it's got to be my vision that determines, hey, here's what I need your help writing. Here's what I need your help putting together, and then making it happen. And that's the other thing, is that the human input is really what makes AI special. So the people who are going to get ahead are the people who are creative, who have the ideas, who have the strategy, and also the people who can build the communities, build the relationships, and build a world around what they're doing, and just use AI to scale that output. I got on that because why did I get on that topic? Yeah, I forget why I got on that topic, but I think just the point is that this is the world that we live in now. That there are these tools, there are these, there's this technology out there that we could use to help do what we're doing, to help us do better in what we're trying to do, and yeah, I have no idea why I brought that up actually, but yeah, that's a little bit about AI and my thoughts on it. Let me check in. Yeah, Too Dapper, I'm back. What's up, bro? Yeah, I really lost my train of thought. But anyways, let's go into actually, let's do that AI exercise. I feel like, so I have like this list of topics that we could talk about on my screen that I can see that y'all can't see. And we got naturally 2 more topics than I expected. And I don't really know if we need to go into some of these other topics. So I think we just go into go into the screen and try to do exactly what I just said, to generate pictures based on what we type in, and maybe go into Chat GPT. First of all, Glenn, I appreciate it. I appreciate that you're willing to do an album or single cover. Hey, what you're gonna do is gonna be better than what any computer can do. I appreciate that. And I don't know how you say it. Eliza, doing well. How are you doing? Good to see you. We're just talking about stuff. We're just talking about current events, trending topics, all that kind of stuff, and just tapping in, answering questions. Been a good conversation today. You're not gonna be able to see this on Instagram, what I show on the screen, but maybe I'll take out the phone and I'll show you what's on my screen. But we're gonna go. I like this game. We're gonna go into one of these generative AI tools online, and we are going to type in some prompts. So do this for me. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, actually Twitch isn't working, but Facebook or YouTube or Instagram, drop in, just give me a prompt. Type in like, hey, draw a picture of this thing, this animal doing this, or this person doing that. And then also type in things that you want to learn from Chat GPT. Asking it for advice. Ask it, how I want to become a famous rapper. what steps should I take to grow my artist as a famous rapper? As a matter of fact, let's start with that one. I'll type that in the chat GPT. Let me pull this up so I can share my screen. And yeah, we're just gonna have a little chat GPT little fun with all this stuff. This is like what everybody's doing right now. So let me pull this up. I'll share the screen on the horizontal stream, and then for everybody on Instagram, I'll change the camera so that you can see what's going on here. Excuse me. All right, here we go. So chat GPT. All right. I got to log in real quick. All right, here we go. Here we go. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try the exact thing I just said. Help me become... Oh, actually. I want to hide this sidebar. As a matter of fact, it's all right. I'll share the screen. Boom. You know what? Let me do this. I'm going to put the chat over here. Bear with me, everybody. All right, we're gonna try that prompt that I just said on. We're gonna try that prompt that I just said on the stream. So help me become a famous rapper. Give me the steps I need to take to become a famous rapper. Now that's super vague. We can get more specific, but let's see what it does with just that general of a thing. I'm going to show y'all here. All I typed in was help me become a famous rapper. Give me the steps I need to take to become a famous rapper. Let's see what it says. Excuse me. All right, it's typing. You see that? So this is crazy. Anyway, I mean, this is so funny. So I'll read it to y'all who are on Instagram, so I don't have to keep holding up this phone. This is nuts. Let me see. Let me see where this is at. How do I remove this? I'm trying to share the screen again. Sorry. Yeah, how do I hide this? All right. So check this out. I put in becoming a famous rapper. I put in help me become a famous rapper. Give me the steps I need to take to become a famous rapper. And it says becoming a famous rapper requires a combination of talent, hard work, dedication, and strategic planning. Here are some steps you can take to increase your chances of becoming a successful rapper. Hone your skills, practicing, writing, recording, freestyling. Build your brand, image, sound, messaging. Brand is key, by the way. Online presence, so using all these platforms that it's saying, connecting with other artists, networking with industry professionals, releasing your music, and going on tour. It's pretty straightforward, right? But now instead of having to go ask somebody that you know, if you have the question, you can just ask this and it'll tell you. And we could sit here all day and go into details, asking follow-up questions, and it'll go, like I can say, oh, give me a daily content strategy for every social media platform. And as now is going through all of these platforms, it's going through all of these platforms and giving me a content strategy. I'm going to show y'all when it stops typing. This is crazy. Every time I use it, even I'm surprised. It's still going. I didn't even tell it which social media platforms. It even gave me advice for how to grow as a rapper on LinkedIn. All right, check this out. Facebook. Post links to interesting articles related to your niche or industry. Share behind-the-scenes photos. Post promotions or discounts. Share user-generated content. Host a live session. Instagram. Share high-quality photos or videos. Use stories. Use interactive content. Use reels. Collaborate with other influencers. Twitter. Share short, informative tweets. Engage in conversations. Share links. Use hashtags. Retweet. LinkedIn. Share industry news. Share articles. Share stories for behind-the-scenes content. Network with other professionals. Share updates. TikTok. Create short, entertaining videos. Use trending sounds or hashtags. Collaborate with other TikTok users or influencers. Host challenges or contests. Excuse me. Host challenges or contests to engage your audience. Share educational how-to content related to your product or industry. Consistent quality content. Find a schedule that works for you and your audience. Engage with their followers. Respond to comments. Respond to messages in a timely manner. That's crazy. Yeah. I think the point is that you go all day with this thing. Xander, nah. That's actually a great point. That's a great comment. So first of all, this is incredible. We go all day. Somebody gave me like a prompt idea for like an armadillo rapping or something that's interesting. So I'm gonna put. By the way, let me show y'all. It just gave me like a platform by platform content strategy. You can get as specific as you want. But the point is, I guess the point for everybody is ChatGPT did not come up to me and just tell me a bunch of things. I'm sure it could have, but I had no idea what I wanted. But when I guided ChatGPT to help me with things I needed, it gave me what I needed. And ChatGPT is like this text chat form. With GPT plus GPT-4, you can use image input, so you can give it an image and it'll spit back stuff out. It'll spit stuff out for you. My bad, everybody on IG. I got a phone call. Sorry, IG. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb. IG, my bad. I got a call. I had to put it on Do Not Disturb because it messed with my stream. Excuse me. So, what was I saying? Yeah, when I guided, oh man, my hair is on another level. When I guided GPT, it gave me what I needed, and there's all these different AI tools that you can use to help you 10x your output, scale your output, and that's really cool. Xander brought up something that made me laugh because he said I use GPT to ghostwrite. He's like, confirmed Kayvon uses GPT to ghostwrite, which is hilarious. That's so funny. But here's why I would never use GPT to ghostwrite for me. And also why I think it's a very bad idea for anybody who does want to use GPT to ghostwrite. So to ghostwrite your raps. So let me backtrack. So GPT and other AI tools are great for writing content. Don't get me wrong, especially like blog content, tweets, any type of text content, captions. It's a nice way to proofread. You can also input your old content and some of your beliefs, and it will write in your style. That is really cool. And maybe some people can do that for their lyrics, for their songs, and things like that. But the thing is that using it to write songs, I don't think is a good idea because first of all, there are some AI tools out there where they just make music straight up. They write songs. They have a voice that raps and sings the songs, and the AI makes the beat. It can do that stuff, and it's decent, and it's gonna get better with time. But the difference with, excuse me, the the piece about this that's really gonna make humans stand out here is that authenticity is going to become your biggest differentiator in a world with AI. Because anybody can type into an AI tool and get output. The content on its own will no longer be the piece that stands out. What's going to matter is the brand, the relationships, the stories, and the community behind that content. The relationship I have with you guys, the in-person tours that I'm going to be able to do, the concerts I'm going to do when I can see you all in person, the songs I'm going to write, which you'll be able to see are authentically from me, the songs that I am going to perform. And again, that relationship that we're going to have together as a community around Kayvon music, that's what's going to make Kayvon music stand out as a brand. And that's pretty much it. What is also going to happen is you're going to run into people. Hold on, my roommate's being real loud. My roommate's being real loud on the. Hold on. This is so funny. Hey, bro, I'm on a live stream. Everybody seeing me talk to you about being quiet on my live stream. All right, let's try this again. Messing with my recordings. My boy Dowie. Anyway, hopefully y'all can't hear. Let me know if y'all can hear my roommate in the background. What was I saying? So yeah, that's what's gonna make the difference. Is that the brand, the story, the community. That's oh snap. Let me change this. That's what's gonna make the difference. It's not gonna be the content itself. It's gonna be the brands, the stories, the communities, the relationships that are built around the content. That's what's gonna have, like I said, artists and brands, companies. That's what's gonna make them stand out because now you can use AI to make really cool designs, art, music, products, marketing campaigns. You can use the AI to construct all of these things really well. But at the end of the day, what you cannot recreate with AI is human connection. You cannot recreate authenticity. You need to do that with genuine connection with your customers and with your fans. And that's going to be what sets brands and artists and companies apart in a world with AI. Is going to be the folks, the entities, the brands, the artists, the companies that can build those relationships at scale while they leverage AI. So I know that's a tangent, but I think it's really important for everybody to keep that in mind in a world of AI. All right. Yeah, exactly. Aliza said it best. You're not gonna have that personal connection if it's written by AI, because AI is not. At the end of the day, AI is it can do a lot. It can do 85% of the work, maybe 95% of the work, but that extra thing to get it to 100% you, 100% authentic, is gonna have to come from you. It's gonna have to come from your personal connection to the work itself. All right, let me see. There's probably other comments happening here. I got a bot commenting on my Twitch, so you know you made it. Faisal, what's up? What's up, bro? All right, let's keep going. Oh yeah, we were gonna go and do some inputs. So let me see. Let me see. Glenn wants me to check an armadillo. Can y'all hear my roommate behind me? Hold up. I gotta go do this again. I gotta go have a crucial conversation with my guy. Yo, bro. Can you please put in headphones? Can you put in headphones? I'm literally live streaming. There's dozens of people watching me. Ask you to be quiet. Dozens of people watching me on my FaceTime. Can you put in headphones? Please. I'm about to fry you on this next freestyle. In front of everybody. This guy. Thought we had an agreement. That's my guy though, Dowie G. Been my roommate since sophomore year of college. Out of pocket. Nah, that's my boy though. All right. So where was I? Oh yeah, Glenn. Excuse me. Glenn said, put into one of these AI image things an armadillo rapping. So I'm gonna go and type in AI generated images. There's a lot of different services that do this, like AI art generators. Let's try Hot Pot AI. I'm gonna type in, and there's like different art styles. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. For those, I'll show y'all on Instagram. I'll do a little screen flip, whatever it's called. First, I got really messed up my hair, man. I have all this fire content, and my hair is gonna be like, what happened to his hairline? Sorry, hopefully none of y'all care. Hopefully we go viral with the messed up hairline. At least my skin's good. Oh snap. Alright. Here we go. Y'all can see it? Yeah. So yeah, I agree. Alright, so there's all of these AI art styles, right? So for those looking at my screen, I'll show y'all on here too. But there's like, right now I'm on Hot Pot Art 6, which is like a style, a cool style. We're going to use that, but there's all these other styles. I'm using Hot Pot AI right now to generate this armadillo rapping, but there's like all of these different styles that you can use. I'm using Hot Pot Art 6 right now. All right. So funny. All right. So I'm going to say armadillo rapping on stage with a band playing behind it. You know, let's make it interesting. Armadillo rapping on an outdoor stage at the edge of a mountain with at the edge of a mountain over a waterfall with a band playing behind the armadillo. There should be a crowd of at least 200 other animals in the audience. So armadillo rapping on an outdoor stage at the edge of a mountain over a waterfall. Let me say, with an animal band. Okay, armadillo rapping on an outdoor stage at the edge of a mountain over an... Let me try this again. Armadillo rapping on an outdoor stage at the edge of a mountain over a waterfall with an animal band playing behind the armadillo. There should be a crowd of at least 200 other animals in the audience. Say it again. Armadillo armadillo rapping on an outdoor stage at the edge of a mountain over a waterfall with an animal band playing behind the armadillo. There should be a crowd of at least 200 other animals in the audience. This better be good. Y'all gonna watch it generate live? Oh, let's go. It's generating. It's still loading. It's generating. All right. Here's what they gave me. It's not that good, to be honest. It has an armadillo. It's funny. So we got an armadillo literally jumping over a waterfall in this 2D style. I think there's a crowd, but you can't really see them. I'm about to show y'all on IG. So AI got some work to do. My prompt could be better too. But AI generated this. Now, if my prompt was better, the art would probably be better. And there's other art styles. It might not be good for what I'm going for. Like if I instead just went with, portrait of a fantastical character with a tail. Is something shorter? I don't know if that'll work, actually. It might not be. Maybe I should try a 3D style. But maybe shorter prompts work better. But it's just fun to play with. This AI thing is fun to play with. Oh, that's pretty cool. So, interesting. But, I typed in portrait of a fantastical character with a tail. So it's got like, I don't know, like a head. The head is like a deer. I don't know, y'all see that. That's what it is. I don't know. It's like a deer with an animal that has feathers on it, and that is on its head, with a purple neck, and it looks like the body of a woman, and with one arm and another arm and what looks like a tail coming out of the arm. Interesting. Very interesting. Here it is again. And here was the prompt. So that's a portrait of a fantastical character with a tail. Portrait of a fantastical character with a tail. That's what it looks like. I bet we could sit here all day. I'm going to try one more in a same thing, but I'm going to try it like a 3D art style. This more like photorealistic kind. Man, we could sit here all day and play with all this AI. And I think there's some variance every single time you put into the prompt. The AI is going to do what the AI does. It's still generating. Oh, interesting. So here. Now it kind of looks like a dog with like a fairy ear. Kind of look like a dog meets a Pokemon. That's this different art style, but same prompt as the one underneath. Anyway, we're on a 10. Oh, sorry, IG. Yeah, so it looks like a dog mixed with a Pokemon. Dog face without much fur on the neck. Then like a fairy ear. I don't know. Interesting times. Pretty cool that I can type in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 words and get art like that. And you could imagine I can then copy and paste one of these onto a shirt. I'm sure there's other AI tools that can animate these things, give them personalities. But again, like it is on the person typing the prompt, creating the brand to give the ideas and to make these ideas work together. That's how we're going to use AI. AI is not just going to simply take over humans, but humans who use AI are going to take over everything. So the idea is to use all of these tools to build your stories, build your content, build your brands, build your products. And then with all of that, build a strong community, build relationships with your community, and build a place where people within that community can build relationships with one another. And then you build something that really thrives. Use this AI to help you and use it to get ahead. That's the idea. All right. Let's see how we doing with the latest comments. Anthony, what's going on, gang? Xander, yeah, writing your whole. So Xander's English teacher wrote their whole uh, their whole lesson with Chat GPT, which is crazy. Like, you got to use it to your benefit, to your help. Uh, let me see. All right, just making sure I didn't miss any comments. Rahul Bajaj. I think I can't tell who chimes in to the chat, so I'm gonna write this down. Because that's the thing is like when people are really engaged on IG, I can't tell. Um, but that's not the case on if you're on the streams. Excuse me. So let me write this in here. Write this in here. Just writing some stuff down. Then maybe we can make a beat, and then we'll wrap up. Cause we'll be on about 2 hours. Excuse me. And this cough is pretty bad, huh? Let me see. All right. We've gone through a lot of cool topics today. It's been a lot of fun. Let me see if there is anything else that's super top of mind that I wanted to talk about. But if not, we can save that content for next week. Let's see. Nah, I think that's good. I think let's go try to make a beat real quick. Maybe do some freestyling. And then call it a day. Let's see. All right. We are going to go to. We're going to. Oh, actually. This is kind of annoying. So what I need to do is I need to set up. I'm having trouble setting up, like making sure my Ableton is properly connected to my. What's up, Ariane? What's up, bro? I'm having trouble setting up my Ableton to my what is it called? Splice, so that the folders are synced up in the right place. Once I do that, we can explore new sounds instead of me using the same sound library I've been using for a long time. I'm just not really in beat making mode right now, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna just use the library I have already, make a super quick beat, and again, hopefully by next week I'm set up to the point where I can get my keyboard back in here, my beat machine back in here, and really make beats. That'll be the goal for next week, and then after that, hopefully I can get another camera set up so that you can. I think on IG you can see the whole thing, except you can't see the screen. But if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, and hopefully Twitch is working by then for me, then you can see multiple views. Like you can see my fingers on the beats and the screen. Then I can switch it to the view where you can see my face. That's gonna be my goal with it. That's gonna be my goal with it. What is it called? Oh, hey, Dr. Chatine. That's gonna be my goal with it in the coming weeks. Actually, let me make a note to myself so I don't forget. Let me see. Yeah, setup, beats, or sync up, splice to Ableton, make sure the folders are in the right place. And then I'm also, what's the other reminder? Oh, multi-camera setup. Yeah. All right. Let's do the what's it called? The beat making with the existing sounds. Oh snap. We made this beat together a long time ago. Let me know if you can hear the beat over my voice, okay? Or my voice over the beat, okay? Let me know if you can hear it on Instagram. If you're dialed in on Facebook, thanks for the badge, Arya. Keep your money, bro. Yeah, if you wanna, Arya, let me know if you wanna come on the stream since you bought some badges. Xander, you said you can hear my voice. Word. I'm glad you guys can still hear my voice okay on IG. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, let me know if you can hear my voice over the beat. I'm guessing you can. I'm guessing the beat's actually a little quiet for y'all. But seems like on IG you can hear me. All right, well, we're going to make a new beat, even though that one's kind of fire. We're going to make a new one. We're just going to use... You guys can see my screen now. We're just going to use... Ariane wrecked me with the purchase. You're funny. All right, so... All right, you can't... I use those all the time. I'm telling you, I need to update my library. But I'm going to start... I'm just going to pick one melodic loop. Xander, remember when we made one together? Just like this, we just dragged two on top of each other. Oh, this is... Oh, yeah, this is what I want. Yeah. Uh-huh. It was tough. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yup. 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 See, that's a cool little... Yeah. Cool little loop. You already. And you know what it is. Yeah. Yes. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's okay, but... That's actually kind of cool. Turn it down though. Yeah. I'm gonna see if there's other cooler drums to put under that. Oh. Uh-huh. Oh, that's hard. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me try. Let me see if I got drum loops from that same pack. No, I don't. That's cool. Oh, that's cool too. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I like this one the best. Uh-huh. Yeah. Can y'all hear me? Yeah. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear the beat? Yeah. Can y'all hear me over the beat? Yeah. Hey, if you're on Facebook or YouTube, let me know if you can hear me over the beat. Cause we're about to snap on this. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Throw me words if you want me to use them in a freestyle. Throw me words. Throw me words. Try a different drum. Uh-huh. All right. I'm sick, but I'm not sicker than this beat. Ice cold, but I make the lights flicker in the heat. Hershey's is my favorite. I throw Snickers in the street and I'm a shooter. Like Paige Becker's from the 3. I'm a star. I'm in all these pictures saying cheese. And I spit game cause I'm getting richer when I speak. Loving when they see me, it's a pleasure just to meet. Thought I made it, but I'm still getting better every week. Woo! 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 Hey, 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 hey. Shawnee, long time. I met Sean, long time, you're my guy. I gotta come to Australia, cause that's the guy. And I'ma still rap as hard as I'm alive. And I'ma never die. And as long as I try, I'ma be on tour. I'll be around the world. I'm still rusty. We going live every week. I said I'm sick, but I'm going live every week. And I don't ever stop, not until I reach my peak. But I never reach my peak, cause I'm still rising up. And I'm jumping off the platform, and I'm diving up. Everywhere I go, I'm climbing up. Everywhere you think your mind is made, my mind is up. I'm trying enough, I'm kinda tough. Everything I do, I got it snug. I got it buff. Drop me words. My mind is crazy, it's disturbed. The things I say got you perturbed. It's the word, I make them swerve. What you heard, Kayvon, He was just a nerd, but now he's so fly, like he's sitting with the birds. Cheese curds, what you eating, bro? Who am I? And who you needin', bro? Kayvon, we even though. You don't even know. I got the Sony camera, and it's making me shine. And I should be still on the cover of Time. And I should be here every time that I rhyme. And I should go out and start committing crimes. But I just kill beats, that's all I kill. I just need another dollar bill, I said chill. I said chill. You don't even know what it is, cause I'm ill. You don't even know, cause you don't really know how I feel. Dr. Phil need to diagnose me. If you see me in the street, don't try to approach me. But if you want an autograph, man, I ought to laugh. But I sign it cause you're my guy. That's what I gotta have, cause you gotta have it. I love y'all, man, you gotta have it. Hey, we back. I said we back, we back. I said we back. On the track, we take it there. We doing that, I see the beat, I see a repeat. And every time I get chips, it's a 3-peat. And every time they see me, they don't see me. And John C, you don't even know I'm getting buckets like Chauncey. I think they got me, but they can never stop me. I'm getting cocky and they can never top me. I think they want me, but now I got the Glocky. Every time I spit, I be catching my hands like Shocky. I don't need a molly. I just do my thing. I just rhyme all the time. And I just roll around like I'm sitting on a dolly. And I just like, roly-poly. The name was Lolly. And everything he does, he's Kayvon Asamani. Just look him up and book him up. He got the game whole torn up and shook it up. The hit stick, way I shake the game. Kayvon Asamani, you already know I'm making name. I'm already making change. Everything I do is like he's deranged. Everything I do is like, oh, he hasn't changed. He's still the same, but he's a lot better than he was that day. He's a lot better than he was back in the day. And he still, every time he just smacking the case, he congested, but every time he hopping on a beat, it's infected. And every time he's doing new things, it's directed. And every time they try to stop him, he's protected. I check wested. I said I check wested, but I got new stuff coming in my catalog. I'm still digital and analog. Got the clip speakers and they playing loud. I make my mama proud. Oh, look, I said, look at me now. Yeah, look at me now. Got the streams going up. Kayvon, and he still got his team going up. And he shining in a light. Got the beams going up. Yeah. Hey, Sharon, I appreciate you seeing that. Seeing the progress, you seeing my content, you seeing the object. He's here, no, not yet. He's still rapping, he's still going. Woo! I got my alarm going off saying I need to stop using all this AI like it's hot pot. But AI will never write my rhymes. Cause AI never write. AI looking like, hey, why? Every time he goes hard, he be on the play. Plai. He's a playboy every time he plays, boy. All day, boy. Hey, what you say, boy? It's Kayvon in the lens every day, boy. He going crazy, boy. I made this beat in like a minute by dragging 2 loops. And I don't care who you, I don't give 2 poops. Who you are, who you was, who you is. Kayvon still making rhymes for the kids. Kayvon never forgot who he is, never forgot his fans, never forgot what they did for him. And he's still scoring. I'm scorching hot, cause the torch is hot. And I'm on a court, your court is not. Man, I'm on a stage and I'm gon' rage. I'm still flipping a page. I still climb out a cage. I still got all this rage. I still put it all out there. I don't got aid. I still do everything I can. I'm still so paid. And I'm still going harder than they even say. Yeah, yeah. I still spitting on the dome, still seeing my name, searching on Google Chrome, still sitting in my home, still like, and this beat is not even. I got hoes like even Steven. You don't even need me, who you needed. And Kayvon on a beat and he is still bleeding. Alright, I'm having too much fun. I'ma save that though. I was all off the dome. Appreciate y'all checking in. Let me actually save this right now before I forget. What are we gonna call that? We're gonna call that Even Steven. Oh, that was hard. That was the 79th beat. Kayvon Beats 79. Even Steven. Bam, 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 bam. All right. All right, everybody. We've been streaming for like 2 hours. Really appreciate y'all. Sean, I'm glad you like it, bro. Good to see your name popping up again. Man, appreciate you and all the love that you've shown all these years. Going on world tour this summer. I don't even have Australia on the tour dates yet, but if you know promoters and venues that want Kayvon, tell them to hit me up, because we got like literally dozens of cities, like double-digit number of cities that I'm going on tour. Australia's not, Melbourne or Sydney or anywhere else in Australia, they're not on the list yet. So if you want me to come to Australia, let me know, and also just hit me up. That goes for you especially, Sean. That goes for everybody. Also, just hit me up. It's your boy. Thanks for tuning in for the past 2 hours. We're gonna do this. We're gonna keep doing this. What's up, Haroon? We're gonna keep doing this every New Zealand, Andy. Again, same thing. If y'all got people who want to see me live, venues, promoters, whatever, reach out. We'll come out there, man. Because I know we got people but we know we got fans in New Zealand and Australia, all over the world. This tour is gonna be crazy. But anyways, thanks for tuning in for the past 2 hours or so. We're gonna keep doing this every Monday at 7 p.m. And yeah, thanks, Sharon. I don't know anything about that region, so you just let me know. But anyways, really appreciate y'all tapping in for the past 2 hours. Really love doing this. It's like one of the most fun things that I do. I love doing it so much. I'm gonna keep doing it every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Did it last week, did it today. Gonna try to keep it going, keep the streak going. You're gonna see the best of this content show up across platforms in different content formats. But there are some moments, which is most moments, that is just for the people who tuned in live. So that's for all of y'all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna see y'all at another time. Be in touch. A lot of exciting stuff happening this year. This is the year. This year and every year. Haroon, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Glad you enjoy the music. Hey, Paz, what's up, man? I didn't even know you were in Boston. I'm going to have to find you out there. But nah, it's good to see all of you. Whether you're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, you name it. Want to say much love to all of y'all for tapping in. And we'll talk soon. Have a great week, everybody.